is there a problem with the system, the human condition accepting beliefs? Is there an inherent problem with the fact that what is called mind can readily accept a belief?
Fred, I've actually looked at that. You know, in the Bible, maybe in the other religious texts as well, they talk about us being born in sin, born with a flaw, born with a what I call a flaw, born in sin. And I have long considered that the born of female and male, born of male female, the happening of being born on this planet of male female, the flaw or the sin or the flaw in that is the propensity to believe that's the place of the greatest laziness of our mind, and as with anything, the entity is only as strong as its weakest link, and we are born with the propensity or the ability, original sin, to believe, and the transformation is the ending of that, the ending of belief. It shows the viciousness, the violence, the stupidity, the ignorance of belief, the laziness. So it's an interesting question that you asked, and it's something that, as I said, I've looked at for quite some time.
It would seem, Edward, that the what did you call it then? The entity, which is to me another word of saying the body. So the body, when manifested, has a propensity to believe all and everything which comes in, which when you consider the magnificence of the body, the way it functions, and what it's capable of doing, would seem to be an enormous flaw.
The body you would think to be an enormous flaw. I don't see.
I say belief.
Hello, Don.
I say belief began with the first lie that was ever told, because on the person hearing the lie had no reason not to believe, and that's where it started.
And the lie itself is the breaking of the mind from the body, the breaking apart, so that it splits us, it fragments us. But I'm not sure where you're getting the flaw in the physicalness of us, Fred. We're capable of giving ourselves rather huge diseases, but any disease that we are capable of giving ourselves, we are of curing as well for ourselves. So you might need that second part. What you said, I didn't catch it.
Well, let's see if we can follow an investigation, perhaps, or go down this track of looking and seeing what. I mean, we've all got bodies. Everyone in this room has got a body, and I guess I, like everyone else, held a belief or many beliefs until at some stage I investigated some of the beliefs that were controlling me and discovered something about them. However, the fact that it's inherent, apparently, or it seems, it's inherent construction, or in our manifestation, that we have this naivety, if you will, or susceptibility, whatever words you want to use, to accept a belief when which is called a lie, when in fact at the time of birth, we are, and for the want of a better word, and without lots of arguments, we are truth itself.
So what would end that truth itself? What would cause it to end? What would cause us to splinter or fragment ourselves?
Well, as I see it, Edward, nothing can fragment the truth of oneself. That always is the case. It's just the apparent fragmentation. It is the illusion that is seen as the truth, which it isn't. So it's a bit of an illusion, really, as I see it.
Well, perhaps. Well, Fred, you're suggesting then that belief is the thing that breaks. I don't know what you're pointing towards. I don't know what I don't know what you're saying, Fred.
Oh, that's excellent. That makes two of us. I'm just trying to inquire, really, Edward, in the fact that if we are all, in our essence, truth itself, or whatever is called the creative principle, that in our physical manifestation, and it could well be, as far as anyone can say or realise, that we've always been physically manifested. There's never been a time when there is not a physical manifestation. But in this entity that I am now, when I was born into this world, I apparently had the easy access to believing in things. There was not a stop. Hello, this is a belief being programmed into me. And that came later. So in the newness of the manifestation and the mind, as it were, being uncontaminated, it was easily contaminated. And that, to me, seems to be a flaw in the system, as it were, that I was easily contaminated, or I was easily able to attach these beliefs and see them as that which I was, when that is just an illusion. And that seems to be a flaw in the hub to me.
Well, of course, that's why it is that, at least now, why it is that we need an experience of transformation. It is to fill that flaw, to fix that flaw, or to at least create a void there, so that the flaw itself does not direct us. Because, as I said before, it's the weakest part of our psyche, the weakest part of us, is this propensity to believe for something. And once we're forced to believe something, once we're forced into thought, once we are forced into language, then anything can be given to us. In others, the story, there was the box. When you open the box of belief, then into it anything can be put.